I met her at one of her high school football games in the fall of 1992. I still remember what she was wearing as she walked down the bleachers. She was 15 and I was 17. I had left high school early in the Midwest and was in search of friends my age when I moved to Boone, North Carolina. My parents were divorcing, and this move was a fresh start on a variety of fronts. Meeting her was yet another check in the boxes of life. I had always dated girls, was liked by their parents, and had avoided the physical aspect of any relationship with a female. With her, it was different. We dated for 6 years before I asked her to marry me. We married on August 29, 1998, in front of approximately 250 friends and family. Shortly after we married, I found myself increasingly curious about men. This is saying a lot for me because I had had a few same-sex experiences in high school and felt I was gay or different than my male friends since I was about 6 years old. Nonetheless, I managed to suppress the desire to act on my feelings when we were married, at least at first. In late 2002, I decided to leave the district attorney's office when the DA announced he wouldn't run for re-election. I was soon thereafter recruited by a former intern to join her husband's medical practice and assist with policy, procedure, and people. I remember her telling me that a new doctor would be joining the practice who she thought I would just love. Little did I know how true that would be. Matt started at the practice in October 2002 while I finished my tenure in the DA's office before I was full-time at the practice in January 2003. My wife and I quickly became couple friends with Matt and his ex-wife. I had never had many male friends, but something was different with Matt. He wasn't like the other male friends I had. The four of us spent time together and even traveled together. In May 2003, Matt and I attended an office retreat in Holden Beach, North Carolina. As the only males other than the owner, we shared a room with 2 double beds. The first night, May 23, 2003, Matt and I went to bed and talked for about 3 hours. We talked about a lot. While I can't tell you specifically what we talked about, it was a conversation unlike any I had ever had. I knew he was interested in men. I really didn't know what that meant other than I wanted to act on the connection we had formed over the months. That night, we had our first sexual experience together. The next morning, we talked about what had happened, and Matt made it clear that it couldn't happen again. I felt devastated and wondered if it was me. Nothing happened that night, but our last night together, there were fireworks. We were separated for a week while Matt was immediately out of town, and I was miserable. I thought of him constantly and knew that only he fully knew the real me. What if he told someone? What would I do? After he returned home, we met after work to talk through all that was occurring. That was June 6, 2003. As we parted ways, he said, "The only thing that would make this more difficult is if one of our wives got pregnant." When I arrived home that evening, she was on the couch crying and quickly revealed that she was pregnant. The next 3 months were a blur. Matt and I ate lunch together at his house every day. We frequently were together with our wives, including on trips. Matt and I even went camping together in the Smoky Mountains. I was hooked. I felt a closeness with Matt that I had never felt. I could fully be myself. I still remember the feeling of our first kiss on July 4, 2003. Despite the elation, there was stress and massive internal conflict. I would leave work during the day to cry and to try to focus. I was distracted all the time. On September 7, 2003, I told Matt that I had to tell her all that was happening. I could no longer live the lie. That night, we each told our wives the truth in our own homes. She was devastated to the point that I was concerned about her and the baby. I called my mom without providing any information and asked her to come over for support. When my mom arrived, I looked at her with my wife sitting between us and told her 3 things. I had had an affair, it was with another man, and I was gay. Barely pausing before speaking, my mom said, "And I still love you." Those words confirmed what I had always known. My mom would always love me no matter what, and me being gay was a non-event for her. I was the one who forced myself into the boxes of society the first 28 years of my life. I am the one who had set unrealistic and unfair expectations for myself. She was there to support me and made it clear. Those 5 words imparted courage, comfort, and support for me to forge my path forward as an openly gay man beginning on September 7, 2003. To this day, those words hold incredible meaning to me. Those words have mattered more than any other in my life, as they showed me that despite all I had been through, all I had suppressed, all the mistakes I had made along the way, my mom was still steadfast by my side. I have often thought about how I would have responded had she spoken different words that night. I feel that my confidence would have been shaken and that I would have been more hesitant in my path forward without knowing that I had her steadfast love and support. But that didn't happen. Instead, I moved forward, some days more confidently than others, but I still move forward. Those words and so many others spoken by my mom have made me who I am today. Now, more than ever, I can see with gratitude the resilience that I have developed firsthand throughout my life and just how possible it truly is to find the good in every bad drink.